Hello, and if you'd please turn to page number 3 in your guide, I'm going to start by reviewing that page. That is titled Why an Annual Partners Campaign. And this is a very important starting point. We want to make sure that you understand exactly what the Partners Campaign is and where the money goes. So we'll start with this page, and I would start by saying raising this $190,000 is very important. That money is what pays for the scholarships. We have a cost in every one of our programs. For instance, in a sports program, we have gym rental fees. We have jerseys to pay for, the balls. We have referees that we have to pay salaries on. There's an expense to doing that business. What we do is we take the scholarship money, and if a family can't pay the full amount, let's say the full amount is $50, we do a sliding scale. And so, for instance, this family, depending on how many people are in their family and their total household income, that would determine the exact amount of what they would pay for that program. So let's say that amount came to 50%. So instead of paying the full $50, that family would only pay $25 for that child to play in the basketball program. Well, our costs do not go away. Just because we scholarshiped that person. We still have to get the jerseys, the basketballs, the gym rentals, the referees, etc. So what this money does is it goes to offset that. We take $25 out of the scholarship fund and put it into that basketball fund so that we have the money for that child to participate in the program. So that's really the idea behind the money and how it works. I will say there is another very important point to this, though, too. It's not all just about the money. The other big important part of this is we need to spread the word. We need to let all the people out there know that we offer these scholarships right here in the Coppell community. And I'll tell you a story. I see this almost every campaign, is I'll have a new campaigner come into my office and say, Casey, I'm just not doing that well. I've made all these calls and I haven't raised any money. I've actually been giving money away. And I say, well, what do you mean? And I say, well, I tell people about the campaign and they end up saying, you know, I just lost my job. I can't afford to give at this point. And what ends up happening is they end up coming in and applying for a scholarship because I educated them on what was happening with our scholarships. And I love it when this happens because I tell the campaigner, I say, you're doing exactly what you need to do. Even though we didn't get any money, even though we didn't raise any money from that person, we educated them on a program that their family might really need. And that's just as important as raising the money. So that could happen and might happen to you here in the next month or so as you're talking to individuals or calling them on the telephone. Educating them on this program is extremely important. So get the word out there. I'll point out a couple things on the bottom of page number 3 there. It goes over the main objectives of the campaign. 1, to increase the involvement of lower income. Very important. We need to get them involved. 2, to provide subsidy for program development that meet certain criteria. We have new programs coming up all the time. Our teen programs right now meet a lot of these criteria. We have a teen problem, if you will, here in Coppell where they just don't have a lot to do. So we're constantly trying new programs, and that costs money. So we use some of this scholarship to get some of those teen programs, get them off the ground. 3, to build a broad base of support among organizations and individuals that believe the YMCA is important. Very important, point number 3. 4, to develop adult volunteers. That's you all. We really want to develop these volunteers, get them involved so they have the passion that we do for this kind of programming. We're the only ones here in Coppell that do this kind of thing, so this is important. We need your help with it. And finally, to educate the community to advocate on behalf of the mission of the YMCA. I talked about that here a few minutes ago. It's very important for us to get the word out, and I'm so glad, and I thank you again for your help with this campaign. Thank you.